bicycle bell rings twice down the paved alleyway. The old accordion man plays a tune for the afternoon heat. You sit across from me, humming along with a quiet grin, stirring your espresso longer than you usually do. I can tell by the way you check your pocket every minute, somebody made your heart leap today. You try to hide the blush behind your warm coat collar, but a gentleman in love is easy to spot from a mile away. The light catches your eyes like a golden afternoon, and you start to speak her name. You walked her down to the harbor when the evening turned red, remembering every gentle word that she softly said. Your hands were trembling when you held her coat at the door, a feeling you thought you would never find anymore. Now the city feels younger and the cobblestones glow with a sweet little secret only two lovers know. The mailman clattered his keys against the iron gate outside. He used to complain about the noisy bus on the street. Now you just lean back against the wooden bench and dream, watching the sparrows gather on the telephone wire. You tell me how she laughed when you stumbled on your words, and how her hand felt small inside your palm. You try to act so calm while you adjust your sleeves, but the joy in your chest is swaying like golden leaves. The world is spinning round in a brand new rhythm, and you were caught in the spell. You walked her down to the harbor when the evening turned red, remembering every gentle word that she softly said. Your hands were trembling when you held her coat at the door, a feeling you thought you would never find anymore. Now the city feels younger and the cobblestones glow with a sweet little secret only two lovers know. Old friend, I have not seen you look this bright in 20 years. It takes just one spark to wipe away all the lonely fears. Order another cup of tea and tell me from the start how a simple Sunday walk stole your quiet heart. The accordion fades as the street lights begin to shine. Go on and call her now, don't waste another minute of time. Put on that new green scarf and run down the flight of stairs. Love has finally answered your simple daily prayers.
The heavy velvet chair supports my aging frame, while golden afternoon light settles on the floor. If I could send a letter back before she came, I would tell the anxious boy who waited by the door to take a breath and drop those restless fears away, because the sweetest spark is turning up today. You think you know how quickly hearts can mend. You count the quiet hours shadows until the evening ends. She will cross the cobblestones in soft brown leather shoes, bringing laughter like a tune you never knew you missed. Hold your coffee steady when she asks you for the news, for a lifetime starts the moment that your hands are kissed. I feel the sturdy wood beneath my shoulders now, a solid anchor keeping 60 years in place. Young man with trembling hands and sweat upon your brow, just wait until you see the sunlight on her face. Don't buy the gilded gift or practice clever speech. The simplest words you speak are all she needs to reach. You think you know how quickly hearts can mend. You count the quiet hours until the evening end. She will cross the cobblestones in soft brown leather shoes, bringing laughter like a tune you never knew you missed. Hold your coffee steady when she asks you for the news, for a lifetime starts the moment that your hands are kissed. The warmth we share still lingers in this parlor room today, through every winter season and every streak of gray. So lean back in the dark and let your worry go. The tender love you prayed for comes before you know. The heavy chair stays grounded while the memory glows. You loved her well, my boy, far better than you know. The quiet parlor held its breath until a sudden memory stirred. I caught myself remembering the sound of your very first word. A teacup rested on the marble, completely still inside the shade. Before I knew it, every quiet corner began to fade. You crossed the cobblestone in red shoes, carrying a linen bag. The late afternoon warm sunlight hung like an old golden flag. My heart gave a foolish little jump I haven't felt in years. The simple wonder of your laughter washed away my old fears. You reached across the tiny table to smooth the crease upon my sleeve, while sparrows landed near the bench where old romantic lovers meet. And in that golden afternoon we built a world so soft and slow, where hand in hand two steady hearts can watch the amber sunset glow. The cafe owner wiped the glass and smiled toward our corner seat. An accordion played softly somewhere down the cobblestone street. Your fingers brushed against my knuckle, warm against the cooling breeze. The leaves were turning orange underneath the ancient chestnut trees. You crossed the cobblestone in red shoes, carrying a linen bag. The late afternoon warm sunlight hung like an old golden flag. My heart
jump I haven't felt in years. The simple wonder of your laughter washed away my old fears. You reached across the tiny table to smooth the crease upon my sleeve, while sparrows landed near the bench where old romantic lovers meet. And in that golden afternoon we built a world so soft and slow, where hand in hand two steady hearts can watch the amber sunset glow. We do not need a grand orchestra playing a heavy dramatic song, just a small wooden table where we both know that we belong. A paper napkin folded carefully into a tiny ship. I found my entire world resting right on the tip of your lip. The church bell chimed 6 times across the hill. Your hand stayed warm inside my own. The street turned amber, soft and still. We took the long way home. A silver spoon rests on the embroidered lace, catching the yellow light that fills this place. I watch your fingers slowly spin the cup, afraid to speak in case I mess this up. My heart is racing like a boy's first dance, hoping this afternoon is not just chance. The cafe clock ticks slow against the wall. I count the shadows as the curtains fall. Every quiet second feels so sweet and deep, a gentle promise that I plan to keep. When you look across this quiet wooden space, time slows down to match your gentle grace. I hear a melody from somewhere down the street, and wonder if our paths were meant to meet. Tonight I hold this feeling in my chest, knowing beside you is where I rest. You tilt your head and smile without a word, the sweetest sound my ears have ever heard. Outside the dusk is painted rose and gold, a simple story waiting to be told. I touch the edge of where your napkin lies and lose my breath inside your steady eyes. We don't need 100 words to say what's real, or name the sudden magic that we feel. Just the small room, the warm guitar that plays will guide us safely through our coming days. The silver spoon lies still, the tea turns cold, yet in my mind a brand new life unfolds. Hand in hand under the golden street lamp glow, step by slow step, wherever we may go. Where does the light go when the afternoon bends into amber? I wonder why your thumb traces the rim of your cup 3 times. Perhaps the breeze knows why my heart stays quiet. We sit beneath the grapevine as golden dust settles on the table, and my thoughts wander through the quiet alleyways of your smile. An accordion breathes 2 streets away, warm and slow, and every hidden feeling I guarded begins to show. I reach across the painted wood to brush off a fallen leaf, finding in your quiet laughter a sudden and bright relief. Old vinyl plays from the corner shop where time forgets its speed, and looking into your gentle eyes is the only guide I need. Is it strange that I counted every step along the old canal? My brain keeps asking why the air smells like sweet toasted bread, and whether you noticed how my fingers brushed against your coat. A sleeping tabby rests on the warm brick wall without a care, while I drown inside this lovely silence we share. Decades could turn like pages in a heavy linen book, yet everything pauses whenever you give me that subtle look. No map was ever drawn for the way we drifted this near, just 2 soft souls watching the lingering shadows disappear. The evening grows long against the ancient garden wall, and still I have no answer to any question at all, except that your warm fingers remain folded inside mine. Sweet cinnamon drifts off the bakery tray, catching the breeze as the twilight turns gray. An old wooden bench where the wild roses grow holds 2 quiet hearts in a slow golden glow. He rests a small package right on her knee, as happy as 2 shy young lovers can be. She laughs at his joke with a turn of her head, remembering every sweet word that he said. A violin hums from a window nearby, under the soft painted violet sky. He ties up the ribbon with practiced finesse while she smooths the folds of a navy blue dress. Their fingers entwine as the church clock strikes 9. A vintage agreement matured like good wine. They walk down the alley where a lantern light gleams, 2 faithful companions still chasing old dreams. He bought her a pastry with strawberry cream and poured out some coffee that rises with steam. She wipes off a crumb from his wool cardigan and blushes the way that she used to back then. 40 long summers have slipped down the stream, yet holding his shoulder still feels so serene. The plaza grows quiet, the shutters all close. He tucks in her collar a red velvet rose. No words need be spoken when hearts understand the simple true warmth of a welcoming hand. The sweet scent of sugar remains in the street two happy shadows so peacefully meet. He kisses her temple beneath the street lamp and walks her back home through the evening so damp.
Accordion hums a three-note tune outside your window. You smooth your hair 3 times and look down at your leather shoes. The tea in your ceramic cup has turned completely cold because you spent 20 minutes picking out which shirt to choose. I haven't seen that foolish grin since 1984. Your fingers tremble as you check the antique wall clock once more. She will be waiting by the fountain where the sparrows drink, and all the speeches you prepared will vanish in a blink. Go brush the hair back from your brow before you cross the square. The late afternoon sun turns terracotta roof tiles red. A heart can bloom once more inside a quiet, honest chest. You walk much lighter than the cobblestones beneath those heels, and sweet surprise has stolen every worry from your head. A wooden pushcart rattles past the corner barber shop. You double check your reflection in the polished glass. I watch you pull your collar up and try to stand so tall, while everybody in our neighborhood knows what came to pass. Go brush the hair back from your brow before you cross the square. The late afternoon sun turns terracotta roof tiles red. A heart can bloom once more inside a quiet, honest chest. You walk much lighter than the cobblestones beneath those heels, and sweet surprise has stolen every worry from your head. Do not feel silly if your palms feel damp when she appears. Old friends like us can recognize when magic comes along. Just take the fresh red carnation leaning in the glass and step into the golden light where both of you belong. There go your quick steps echoing down the wooden stairwell floor. I hear the heavy iron gate snap shut behind your stride. Go tell her everything you feel tonight, my dear old friend. Tiny crimson ticket rests beside my cooling tea upon the checkered cloth. You left it here an hour before the tide, and watching it, my quiet heart turns soft. I count the stamp numbers on the side and wonder you felt this flutter too. The golden light is leaning through the glass, and every little second seems to pass like amber syrup dripping from a spoon beneath the pale arrival of the moon. When you sit down, the whole room starts to sing. My old heart races like a boy in spring. The simple way you slide into the chair turns ordinary dust to magic air, and all at once I know where I belong, wrapped in the quiet cadence of your song. I smooth the wrinkled paper with my thumb and hear your footsteps coming up the lane. The silly nervousness I thought was gone has blossomed like a flower in the rain. You pause outside to fix your woolen coat while I pretend my thoughts are far away. We are not young, but love feels newly made. A gentle spark that time has never frayed. I pull your saucer closer to my side, with nowhere left in all the world to hide. The ticket stays right where you let it fall. You open up the door and say my name, and suddenly I do not care at all how many years have passed within this frame. My beating heart still flutters just the same. You mentioned yesterday that mint tea calms your mind. I watch you stir the honey with a slow and patient turn. You tuck your silver hair behind your ear when you are kind, and trace the wooden edge where old oak tables burn. The way you hold your coat before you step outside, a quiet little habit you have never tried to hide. The street light flickers warm upon the alley lane. I count the small details that take my breath away again. A sudden flutter catches in my chest like autumn air, when every simple detail makes me pause and softly stare. The gentle way you laugh at jokes I told a week ago turns ordinary afternoons into a golden glow. You walk along the paving stones and never rush the pace, finding brand new wonder in a familiar face. You keep a pencil tucked inside your pocket calendar. You double check the time before you cross the busy street. You smile at stray cats resting on the garden wall, and hum a vintage melody whenever our eyes meet. These tiny things you do are making autumn feel like spring, and I am still enchanted by the comfort that you bring.
gets more and more. A sudden flutter catches in my chest like autumn air, when every simple detail makes me pause and softly stare. The gentle way you laugh at jokes I told a week ago turns ordinary afternoons into a golden glow. We walk along the paving stones and never rush the pace, finding brand new wonder in a familiar face. It feels like 20 years ago, or maybe just a night. My fingers tremble slightly when you reach to take my hand. Love does not need grand parades to shine its quiet light, just simple, tender moments that we both can understand. You left your reading glasses sitting right beside my book. I smile because it gives me one more reason just to look. You mentioned yesterday that mint tea calms your mind, the sweetest love story that I could ever find. Crushed oregano lingers in the humid air as young Lorenzo adjusts his woolen cap. She walks right past with a ribbon in her hair and drops a folded letter in his lap. They never spoke a single phrase before, yet suddenly the cobblestones turn bright. He watches her retreat behind the door and holds the tiny parchment in the light. His fingers tremble on the wooden railing. Her footsteps pause beside the fountain pool. A gentle tide of quiet passion sailing, while summer breezes make the plaza cool. He steps across the flagstone, short of breath, to offer her a wild carnation stem. She smiles as if she knows him unto death, and lets the sudden silence shadow them. For love begins with just a timid glance that changes every lantern into chance. The tavern band begins a waltz of old, with mandolins that shimmer soft and sweet. He leads her out before the air turns cold. Two shadow dancers on the narrow street. Her mother's yellow shawl slips to the ground. He gathers it with courtly, quiet grace, and in that little moment they have found a world that stops inside a small embrace. turns every lantern into chance. They sit together by the river wall, sharing a slice of sweet and nice spice bread, while autumn shadows start to gently fall upon the honest words they left unsaid. No grand promises or foolish silver rings, just two young hearts discovering their wings. The water ripples under stone and slate. They linger till the evening stars appear. He holds her hand beside the iron gate and whispers that he wishes she were near. Two simple lives now woven into one, long after all the music has been done. Honeyed amber spills across the cobblestones today. A warm peach glow rests on the cafe terrace chair. I tip my hat to a stranger walking by my way, asking if the evening air always looked this rare. He paused and smiled, pulling out his pocket watch of brass, and said the twilight turns to rose when young hearts fall at last. My hands were trembling softly as I pointed down the street, where she was waiting with a smile that swept my doubts away. The old man nodded gently as our quiet glances meet. He whispered, "Go on, son, you have so many words to say." The golden hour catches on her linen dress so white, and every nervous flutter makes the heavy city light. I walk across the square before the crimson shadows fade, to hand her yellow roses in the quiet colonnade. Our love begins tonight beneath this warm Italian sky, while strangers watch us blossom as the peaceful evening goes by. The stranger pulled his wool coat close and tipped his battered cap. He told me 40 years ago he stood right in this place, with fluttering heart and folded map inside his coat lapel, just waiting for a woman with a slow and gentle grace. He said that love is sweeter when the light begins to turn to deep canary yellow, where the street lamps start to burn. My steps grew lighter as he gave a gentle nod of grace. She turned her eyes to meet me from the fountain in the square. The whole wide world was golden in that quiet time and space, and suddenly my beating heart had no more fear to spare. The golden hour catches on her linen dress so white, and every nervous flutter makes the heavy city light. I walk across the square before the crimson shadows fade, to hand her yellow roses in the quiet colonnade. Our love begins tonight beneath this warm Italian
goes by.
The old man walked away into the violet evening shade, leaving me to step into the promise that we made. She takes my hand, her fingers warm against the autumn breeze. A brand new chapter written under amber dappled trees. Now orange turns to indigo along the quiet street. Two hearts are beating softly where the shadows finally meet. I glance back at the terrace where the stranger used to sit. The light was always waiting for the moment we were lit. Painted number 8 upon the brass clock face ticks softly while I trace your hand across my knee. I close my eyes and see a distant sunny place, a quiet kitchen where we both will grow old and free. Just imagine 50 winters down the line, sipping sweet red wine beneath an olive tree. My heart still skips a beat when your eyes meet mine, excited for the life that is meant to be. We will sit together on a terrace made of stone, laughing at the years that drifted softly by, never knowing what it feels like to be bloomed like a secret garden flower. The silver three will strike when coffee starts to brew. On days when autumn leaves dance across the floor, I see us sharing bread meant for only two, watching songbirds land outside our wooden door. Every passing minute builds the dream so clear, listening to a quiet guitar play its tune. Every little smile makes the world feel near, waiting for the magic of a silver moon. We will sit together on a terrace made of stone, laughing at the years that drifted softly by, never knowing what it feels like to be alone underneath a deep sapphire evening sky. Hand in hand, we will greet the twilight hour, freshly bloomed like a secret garden flower. Every drop of gentle rain, the clock ticks on, but you are here with me. A future full of joy that we both will see. 7:32 on a quiet night, forever wrapped in soft golden Coarse threads of faded yellow linen tickle my fingertips today. I pull the ancient woven blanket out from the cedar trunk to stay. The rough weave catches on my hand and brings me back so many years before the gray had touched our hair, before we knew these quiet tears. You wore a dress of brushed thin cotton, soft as dust upon the floor, and smiled when I tripped on the steps right outside the garden door. A light accordion plays somewhere down the street. The golden sunset hits the bay where sea and shadows meet. My heart still jumps the way it did when we were young and bright, reaching for your gentle hand beneath the villa light. You spun around on cobblestone in softest crimson cloth, while love burned like a gentle flame that drew a floating moth. I pressed my palm against your arm to check if you were real, and found a sweetness in the air that time could never steal. That simple touch revived a beat I thought had turned to stone, and proved that even after decades I am not alone. The ribbing on your woolen sleeve was frayed along the wrist. I touched the frayed hem timidly through early evening mist. Your cheeks turned red as summer wine. You looked down at your shoes, a humble spark of early love, with nothing left to lose. You spun around on cobblestone in softest crimson cloth, while love burned like a gentle flame that drew a floating moth. I pressed my palm against your arm to check if you were real, and found a sweetness in the air that time could never steal. That simple touch revived a beat I thought I turned to stone, and proved that even after decades I am not alone. Time washes away the colors on the wall. The silk grows thin, the heavy curtains fall. Yet under every layer of this weathered weave is every fluttering promise we dare to believe. I smooth the cloth across my knees and hear the ocean start. The texture of that distant evening rests against my heart. We were so young, so foolishly in love, with gentle Mediterranean sky above. How long has that old painter stood beside the stone canal without dipping his brush into the blue? I wonder if he knows the river never stops to ask where the water goes when the tide is through. My hand feels warm inside your coat pocket, tangled in loose wool and folded bus tickets. A stray cat pauses on the marble step, watching us like a silent neighbor. I keep thinking about the way you laughed at the station clock that runs 3 minutes slow. caretaker is wiping down his yellow wooden sign, and my heart jumps every time your thumb brushes mine. There is no logic to this quiet rush of blood, just a golden wave turning cobblestones to mud. We spill our secrets on a checkered napkin while the twilight softly steals the street. A silver saxophone begins to play somewhere behind the butcher shop, matching our beat. You tilt your cup to catch the last sweet drop of dark espresso near the fountain square, and suddenly 40 years of wandering feel like a brief delay before I met you there. Does the flower seller know your name, or did she simply guess you loved white carnations? My thoughts were drifting like the autumn leaves, floating down toward the grand piazza entrance. I remembered my grandmother saying, love arrives when you stop checking the pendulum swing. Your leather shoes click lightly against the stone, sounding like a song I used to sing. I haven't felt this kind of nervous joy since I was 19 years old. If time is a river that carries every season out to sea, let it linger right here under the green awning of the pharmacy. Your breath makes little clouds in the cool air, drifting away like unspoken wishes. I wanna hold this moment before the evening bell rings for dinner dishes. We spill our secrets on a checkered napkin while the twilight softly steals the street. A silver saxophone begins to play somewhere behind the butcher shop, matching our beat. You tilt your cup to catch the last sweet drop of dark espresso near the fountain square, and suddenly 40 years of wandering feel like a brief delay before I met you there. The street light flickers on with a gentle humming sound. You slip your arm through mine as leaves spin round. Who knows where the river goes tonight anyway? We are already home before the end of the day. Mm-hmm.